It's interesting that when Charles told the family that he had prostate cancer, there's a lot of facets to it. First of all, he waited so very, very late in ignoring his symptoms. So by the time he went in, he was in advanced stages. Um, we were still hopeful though, because again, knowing your family history is so important. We've had an uncle, cousins who have also gone through prostate cancer. My mother and I have both had breast cancer. So we were very hopeful that this was something that he too would become a survivor. But again, because he ignored and didn't take advantage of some of the resources that he had put out there with the health fair at Indiana Black Expo summer celebration, he had never even gone through it. So practicing what you preach, he did not do. So by the time he was diagnosed, and it had spread throughout his body, so there wasn't much to do. So going through that was very, very difficult because he was only 56 years old when he passed, which is, young. Um, and to hear the doctors say that he probably had had it for 10 years because it's a slow growing cancer. So for it to be as advanced as it was, he had had it for a while. So you don't want to scolding. Part of us were like, you know, but it was difficult. It was difficult on his children, it's difficult on his mom, it's difficult on his dad, difficult on me, his sister. Uh, just watching him go through the pain, go through the discomfort, because you want to do everything you can. The prayer visuals, you're pulling out all your faith, pulling out all the stops you can think of, trying to make it better for him. And honestly, for the longest, up until the day he closed his eyes, I thought he would survive it. I just knew God's plan was, for him to be able to live on and be a witness and to further, like as he had done for so many things, to be able to further yet another mission, another vision. Well, this year we decided to move the walk to Westfield, Indiana. Last year we held it at the State Fairgrounds, and that was a great location. But our main goal is to raise money for the prostate cancer mobile unit, and so we're trying to not spend the money that we get from sponsors on those type of logistics. So Westfield was a much more economical place for us this year. Um, it was a new park. It's a nice location. It's self-contained, so we were able to save a lot of cost expenses that are normally associated with a walk. It's a beautiful environment, and it also opens it up to a more diverse community, and that's important. Even though when Charles wrote his book, it was that black men might live. If you notice on the mobile unit, it says that men might live, because ultimately, that's what it's about, getting that message to all men. It feels really good when I see that unit out there. As a matter of fact, I was out at the Avondale Metals Y the other day, and I saw the van parked in the lot, and a big smile came across my face, and I was like, oh, they must be getting ready for a health fair or something. But it feels really good to see it out there, because it's doing what he wanted it to do. That men, and I've had a lot of men come up and say that they've taken advantage of it, whether it was their church or another organization that may have sponsored the mobile unit to come out for an event. I've had a lot of men come out and say that they took advantage of the testing and their lives were saved by it. And that feels really good, because that's what he wanted. That was his vision, to save as many lives as possible by getting the word out about prostate cancer health, prostate cancer awareness, the fitness that goes along with that, the nutritional aspect of it. That was what he wanted, to get the word out so that more people would live, catch it early, or not have to deal with it at all. This year, the walk, it's called That Men Might Live. You can register for it online, www.thatmenmightlive.com. The walk is on September 27th. We'll start with registration. You can do on-site registration if you're unable to get online. That'll start at 7:30, and we'll start the walk. It's a 5K walk. We'll also have some other activities out there, so if there's people that can't walk or can't run, there's still some activities that you can come out and participate in and support the effort. The walk will cost $25 for early bird registration. So if you register before, I believe it's September 25th, I believe, and that information is online, so it's $25. After that and on site, it's $30. I want to encourage and put a little challenge out there to different organizations, to the churches, the barbershops, the beauty shops, the Greek organizations, any organizations out there to get behind this, get a group together, a group of 10 or more. Your registration fee is just $22 per person. So we just want to encourage everybody to come out and support this, to get that mobile unit. It needs the support. It doesn't have any funding. So this right now is the only funding that keeps that mobile unit going and getting out there and getting men tested. And corporations and businesses, whether it's large businesses like Lilly with the employee programs that a lot of the large companies have, or even if it's a small business, get your families. You know, if you don't have 10 people in your company, then bring your families and make up a team of 10 and put a group in.